hearts don't beat in the conventional human sense.
Yep. Y'all hear me getting ready out there? I believe in Joe Hendry. Dope NXT. It was big fun. Nothing too big happened. I do like the Femi situation. I know a lot of people are big on him. I'm getting there. I'm about to manifest. I'm about to manifest, man. You ready? Let's get the show started. Hold up. I believe in Joe Hendry. You say my name, I appear, baby. NXT. It's pretty cool. We're gonna keep it laid back on this one. I ain't got extensive notes. I figure the show should be good enough to make me remember. If it ain't good enough to make me remember, then well, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the show job. That's a true recap. So if I forget, it's forgot. I believe in Joe Hendry. Checking the levels, making sure I'm not so much. Oh yeah, I forgot I could turn the volume down this way, huh? That's cool. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Got some kombucha. NXT, man. Let's get into it. What happened today? We started off with the Rascals, Wesley and the gang. Now, I haven't been following NXT deeply. I watch the pay-per-views. I watch the big moments, you know. So now I'm dedicating myself because NXT have impressed me every time I watched it. So now I'm like, okay, I'm about to really watch it weekly. I've always liked Wesley, and I like this Rascals thing. I know people who long-term NXT fans, they know these Rascals, but apparently the Rascals are back. It's dope. I like the Rascals. It's some nostalgia. It's cool. It's based off the Little Rascals movie. A lot of us grew up with that movie. So Wesley is fire. They're a scrappy team. I like it. So we started off with the Rascals. Reunion for some. An introduction for others like myself. Miguel and Mark started the match. Miguel uses his speed to boot Mark in the arm and set up a double team with Wentz. Wentz holds Mark in the last chancery while Miguel lands a drop kick to Mark's face. Wolfgang cheap shots Wentz. Mark and Wolfgang beat down Wentz. Wentz surprises Joe with a diving Rana. That's the thing about this match. Very athletic match. The Rascals, they do a lot of cool team maneuvers. You know, they smaller guys, so they rely on teamwork. But that's cool because they are, you know, it's a three-man team. If you're going to be in a team, you might as well do team moves. So I like the Rascals, even though some of their moves, some of their spots look kind of staged, look a little forced sometimes. But, you know, it is what it is. It be like that sometimes, you know, and this is NXT. I like them. So, Wentz does the diving Rana. Lee tags in and sends Joe flying with a spinning head scissors. Rana with a hold by Lee. 1, 2, Joe kick out. After getting a blind tag, Wolfgang levels Lee with the lariat. Gallus takes turns working Lee over. Everyone brawls. Everyone is down. You know how this goes. Vic Joseph mentioned Joe Hendry on the commentary. Then all of a sudden, my man Joe Hendry popped up in the building. I believe in Joe Hendry. You know, I'm a big, firm believer in Joe Hendry. I believe anything can be done through the power of Joe Hendry. As we've seen evidence multiple times on today's show and other shows. So Vic mentioned Joe Hendry, you name him, he appears. Hendry walks to the commentary desk. After the break, Gallus still got Lee trapped on their side of the ring. Lee manages to make a tag to Wentz. Wentz lands a few super kicks, followed by a top rope missile drop kick to Mark and Wolfgang. Miguel and Wentz lands a few assisted drop kicks. The Rascals then hit a triple drop kick. Lee and Wentz hit the hot fire flame on the apron. That's a maneuver. Lee lands a dive. The Rascals hit a burning hammer double stump on Mark for the win. Rascals. They done did it again. Those Rascals. Pretty cool. Like I say, I like that team. It's fun. Backstage, Thea Hales runs off when she hears the NXT champion Roxanne Perez is near. Andre Chase, and Riley Osborne put over Duke Hudson ahead of his NXT North American Championship match, which was the main event. Duke Hudson versus Oba. Nah, I'm a big fan of Roxanne Perez. I'm always happy to see her. She's a sticker on my TV right here. She lays down the law. She had the segment next. I actually missed a piece of this. So I'm curious. I missed a major part of what I wanted to see, which is always Roxanne Perez. Perez asks, what will it take for people to give her the respect she deserves? Why isn't she getting her flowers? Now you see, I give her her flowers. The WWE Universe is witnessing greatness in front of them, but they are too busy giving a loser like Lola Vice a standing ovation. Perez says that she hasn't hit her prime yet. How good will she be in 5 years? That's true. Think about it. It's NXT, man. She got a long way to go. Then Perez rants about being on pace to break all sorts of records, and what pisses her off is when she sees online that Gullia or Stephanie Vacquier is going to run through the NXT locker room. Now, this Stephanie Vacquier person is hot right now. A lot of people are big on her. She seems cool. She had a big match with Mercedes Moné. And people are, they're giving her the crown already. Roxanne don't like that. They can pull up and get beat down, she says. It's laughable that Thea Hale is Perez's next opponent. Thea Hale interrupts. Hale tells Perez to doubt her if she wants. It doesn't matter. Perez says she isn't underestimating Hale at all. She knows that no one else has a chance as long as she's the champ. Perez has beat some hard, tough people, so she make good points. I mean, when she beat that girl, that TNA Strong girl, I'm like, bro, that was, if she could be her, she could be anybody. Perez says Hale is nothing but a little girl. Hale and Perez take turns locking each other in their submissions, and Ridge Hollins pulls them away. Backstage, NXT Women's North American champ Kalani Jordan puts over Sol Ruka, who is fire. Wendy Cho appears behind Jordan and she walks away. Wendy, I'm not digging this Wendy stuff. It's weird and ain't even cool. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Y'all like that? Let me know. She in her pajamas And that's her gimmick right now, that she's trying to be strange, but it ain't even really that strange. It's just annoying and awkward. In the wrestling show, Javon Evans versus, oh yeah, this was fire. Javon Evans versus Brooke Jensen. Evans charges in. Jensen drives Evans into the corner. Evans lands a Rana right out the gate, followed by a quick drop kick that sends Jensen out the ring. Jensen and Evans fights on the floor. Jensen drops Evans on the barricade. Super kick by Evans. Evans leaps from the floor to the bottom rope and lands a moonsault. The dude jumped from the bottom of the ground to the bottom rope to do a moonsault. The young OG, this dude is very athletic. He's skinny, but he athletic enough to make it entertaining and believable. That moonsault was dope. He looked like he was eyeing it, like he wasn't sure if he could do it, but he did it. Evans sends Jensen back into the ring and lands a slingshot enziguri. Jensen runs over Evans with a clothesline, then drops Evans on the commentary desk. Evans clutches at his ribs. The young OG's ribs is hurt. Jensen then leaps off the apron and lands on Evans, crushing him against the desk. After the break, we go to commercial. Jensen is continuing to work on the ribs of the young OG. Then Jensen goes up to the top. Evans surprises Jensen with the Rana off the top. Evans fires and lands a flurry of offense, capped with a springboard crossbody for a near pinfall. He do a pancake. Jensen hits a pancake driver, but Evans kicks out. Then Sean Spears walks to the ringside and stares. He does the old wrestling, standing in the middle with a thing stare to distract. Jensen gets distracted. Then Evans lands a dive followed by a springboard cutter for the win. Never stare at the man coming down. One of the later matches, I think Cho's gonna come out and the women is not gonna stare and she just gonna win the match and not even pay attention to her. So done properly. Jensen got distracted. Evans lands the springboard cutter for the win. After the match, Jensen attacked Evans. Briggs pulls Jensen away. Then we cut to the backstage. And we introduced to a young man I've seen before, but forgotten. He back on the screen. Dude is a bit awkward. His name is Dante Chen. His gear looks cool. He foreign, so he a little awkward on the mic. He a little corny. It just is what it is. The man's corny, but you want to root for him, but he corny. Backstage, Dante Chen says Ethan Page thinks he will be an easy challenge. Chen knows that you have to take your moment when you get your moment. So basically, Ethan Page called himself giving the young buck an opportunity. You could also see it as him taking the easy match. That's what they kind of insinuating, but not saying. Respectfully. Even Booker T barely gave this man respect, you feel me? So Dante Chen got a while ago, but he got fans. Because he a demographic hero. So that's cool. NXT champion, Ethan Page versus Dante Chen. Page drives Chen into the corner, mockingly pats him on the head. Chen goes for a quick roll up for a 2 count. Trying to make you think that maybe he could pull it off. Surprise win, but we all know that's not happening. Then Chen lands a series of strikes. Page kicks out, tosses Chen over the ropes, but Chen gets on his feet. Then Paige does a dive off the apron with a shoulder block. Paige starts working over Chin and fires up with a few pin attempts, a flurry of pin attempts. Paige won't stay down, of course. Huge double chop by Chin. Paige kick out. Paige boots Chin in the face. He does the ego edge. Pin, kick out. No, he pinned and that's it. Winner and still champion. It was a typical match, man. You never in your once really believe the boy had a chance. But it's good for him, you know, he a new dude. He got to wrestle the champ. So good for Dante Chen, man. Good for Dante Chen. All right for us, the viewer. Good for him. Give me a second, man. Give me a second, bro. Up next, we have Izzy Dane versus Tatum Paxley. How y'all saying that? This is a girl who is another one that's trying to act like a crazy girl, you know, with some horror elements. I guess they want to be like a psycho killer, maybe a horror movie influence. It's not working for me. But this is NXT where you try stuff out. So I ain't mad at it. Let them try it out. But it ain't, you know. And well, let's just go on. Let's just say what happened. During Dame's entrance, Paxley slid up under her legs like she was giving birth to her. Then uses the ropes. Paxley traps Dame in a triangle. Dame runs over Paxley. Dame bow and arrows Paxley using the ring post. Then Paxley fires up. But then Wendy Cho appears. Wendy Cho? I think it's Cho, forgot. In the confusion, which really wasn't confusion, she just stood there and no one really noticed her. In the confusion, Paxley hit her finish for the win. Then they did like a friend moment where it was like one of them, they tried to be creepy friends together. You don't need the details. The details ain't worth the details, man. It was all right. Lola Vice versus JC Jane with Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix. Remember, I'm learning this NXT roster. I just made the decision to really follow NXT. So I'm still picking favorites and learning certain people. So Vice starts off this match by landing some kicks. Jane avoids the kicks and does a rollout. Vice kicks out. Jane stumps on Vice's broken wrist and starts focusing her attack on Vice's injured limb. Vice surprises Jane with a low kick, then unloads on Jane with more rapid fire kicks, followed by a hip attack. Jane kicks out. Jane lands a lawbreaker, followed by a boot. Vice responds with a spinning back fist for the win. Lola Vice, what can you say? We love to look at her. We love to watch her. She did her thing. It was all right. After the match, Henley and Nix attack Vice. Then the real G Soul Ruka come running in there. So Ruka is flames. So Ruka is fire. She came in, saved the day, babyface style. You seen it. Even if you didn't see it, you've seen it. 6-person tag match. OTM versus the OC. We have a mixed gender match. Before the bell rings, everybody's just brawling. The ring clears, and Meechin and Parker are left in the ring. Meechin works over Parker in the corner. Meechin misses a spear in the corner. Parker lands her teardrop hip attack. It's a beautiful sight. Meechin avoids a leg drop, then does a German suplex. Parker tags in Price. Gallows enters for his team. It's mixed gender. Big boot from Gallows, Bullet Club for life. Gallows hits the rope and gets destroyed by a modified spine buster. Corner clothesline by Price. Nima tags in and trades strikes with Gallows. Nima lands a headbutt that floors Gallows. OTM takes turns working over Gallows. They beating him up. Gallows tags in Meechin. Changing genders. Meechin unloads on Parker with strikes and suplexes. Overhead kick by Meechin. Parker kicks out. Parker suplexes Meechin and tags in Nima. Anderson and Nima trade chops. You know how that go. Diving neck breaker by Anderson. Then it's a suplex neck breaker by the OC. Tag team maneuvers. Put you in a gravity predicament. Price breaks up the pin. Parker chops the blocks. He chop block Anderson. You know, that's the move you do on the big men. Meechin hits Nima with eat defeat maneuver. Anderson and Gallows hits the Magic Killer for the win. Winners of the OC, man. Bullet Club, too sweet. Next is the main event of the evening. Oba Femi and Duke Hudson. All throughout this show, I would say they did a real good job of selling Duke Hudson, making you think he's respectable. Not that he necessarily have a chance, but they sold me on the match. Like I say, I don't watch NXT too often, so I'm not familiar with Duke Hudson, but now I am. I will forever be familiar with Duke Hudson on how they showed him on this one episode where they made him decent competition for Oba Femi, so it worked out good. I'm a Duke Hudson fan now. I'm starting to I never thought I would like Chase U. I never saw myself being a Chase U fan, but I'm kind of liking Chase U. They all right with me. I'm like medium on Chase U, so that's pretty good. If nothing else, we've grown into Chase U. Oba Femi versus Duke Hudson. Hudson and Femi lock up. Oba Femi is a beast. I like Oba Femi. I want to see where we go with him. If you don't know, if you ain't watching, he like a big swole African. That's what he is. But the people like him. He cool, and everything is good. It's just, what they gonna do with the big swole African. What type of stories will they tell with him? Who knows? I don't even know. I guess that's, we'll be joining the bloodline. Say he's Samoan. That'd be cool. He might be Samoan secretly. Hudson and Femi lock up. Neither man can get an advantage. bro. Over Femi in the bloodline. Nobody would see that coming. Hudson lands a shoulder block, but Femi doesn't go down. Femi tells Hudson, do it again. Hudson hits the ropes and is met with a back elbow. We doing big man strikes. Body blocked by Femi. Hudson sends Femi flying with a Rana. Then a DDT by Hudson. Hudson clothesline Femi over the top. Then we go to a commercial break. After the break, Femi is working over Hudson's back. Hudson fires up and counters an elbow from Femi with a big boot. Femi rolls out of the ring. You know when you roll out of the ring, 80% chance you're going to get dove on. So Hudson does a dive. Hudson lands his slingshot German suplex. Femi kicks out. Hudson sits Femi on the top rope. Femi knocks Hudson off the top rope. Hudson does the Stratisfaction. That's a move he normally do. Look kind of. I've never seen a big grown man do a Stratisfaction before. It was all right. It kind of looked like when you're playing a video game and you're scrolling through your moves, and your dude do a girl move, and you're like, okay, that's kind of cool. But you just know it's a girl move because how the animation looked. This big man did the girl move, and it looked cool enough. It don't really look like you could flip a big swole African off of the ropes with that type of maneuver. You have to have some strong calf muscles to do that. Hudson's hit the Stratisfaction, then walked into a choke slam. Femi only gets the 2 count. Femi puts Hudson on the top rope and sets up a superplex. See, this was weird. Femi put him on the top rope and got himself hurt. You know what I'm saying? Femi puts him on the top rope to set up a superplex. Then Hudson reverses it into a sunset flip bomb. Femi kicks out. Femi rolls out the ring. Hudson follows and gets suplexes on the commentary desk. Then Femi hits a pop-up power bomb for the W. Winner and still North American champion, Oba Femi. That's the show, baby. NXT. It was pretty good. Entertaining enough. Entertaining enough. It's worth your time, man. I would say that. NXT is worth your time on a Tuesday. You know, why not? Especially if you can record it somehow. Watch NXT, man. You get to look at Roxanne Perez, and that's always worth it.